get up in the middle of the night to go bass fishing. It doesn't make any sense at all. In my own fishing experience, if I look at the success I've had throughout the years at different times of the day, a very small percentage of the bass I catch are right off the bat in the morning. I mean, occasionally when you get the right set of conditions, the right time of year, morning can be okay. But overall, the middle of the day is a lot better. The middle of the day and the afternoon are a lot better times to fish. It's been my experience. But specifically what I wanted to talk about today, because getting up early to just go fun fishing is just personal, preference or personal opinion. I want to talk about how there is no reason for tournament organizations to start as early as they do. Now, let me give you a prime example here, then I'll get into, some other reasons here. There was a Bassmaster, and back in 2003 and 4, they had something called the Bassmaster Elite 50 series. And this was what they did is they took the top 25 anglers out of the Bassmaster top 150 point standings, and they took the top 25 all-time money winners, and that made up the 50 anglers for the Bassmaster Elite Series, which I qualified to do on both ends, both all-time winnings and top 25. So anyway, in this series that we fished called the Bassmaster Elite Series, they started the tournament at 10 o'clock in the morning, and they weighed in at 6 o'clock at night. Guys, that was the best tournament series I've ever fished, and everybody loved it. The fans loved it because they could get there after work to get it. All the pros loved it because they didn't have to get up at freaking in dark at 3:30 in the morning and get ready to go fishing. You could get up in the morning and work on your tackle before the tournament started. You weren't doing stuff in the dark, and you got there at 10 o'clock in the morning and took off, and it was great, man. Everybody loved it. And this is what I don't understand about tournament organizations, why they don't change this. Because think about it, it's like in most tournaments, depending upon the time of the year, you've got to get up between 3 o'clock in the morning and 4:30 in the morning every single tournament. It's dark, a lot of times it's cold, it's raining, you're outside trying to jack around, getting your boat ready in the pitch black dark. You're at the boat ramp and it's pitch black dark. You launch your boat and you sit there in the dark waiting for the first beam of sun to come over the horizon so they can just take off at daylight. That's just a bunch of crap. There's no reason. Okay, now let's talk about that. You talk about all the disadvantages of having to work in the dark and the cold early in the morning. What is wrong with starting these tournaments at 10 o'clock in the morning, and depending upon the time of the year, you may even have to weigh in the dark? Because here's the advantage to it. Number one, you can get some sleep, for one thing. I mean, sleep is important. And when you have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning